Hello guys, how are you all? I hope all are good. So guys, today we'll see how we can see. Already I have done that APIs for Python where we are taking the ready-made APIs, which is free API, and for that we were tested how we can store the data and how we can get the data from database. Okay, so today what we will do, guys, today we'll connect our API with the database, guys, and from that database we will fetch the data. Means real-time data, our database. It's not free database, means which is third party database. This is our database, guys, where from that we will, means we will see how we can store, how we can get the data from database. Okay, so first we'll see how we can get the database from database. Before that we will do the coding and connection with database, everything we will do, guys. Okay, so let's start, guys. Okay, so see, guys, here we are using a MySQL database. Okay, and with that we will do the connection for right now. Okay, later we'll see MongoDB also, guys. So first we'll see this all things. Okay, so first what we have to do, guys, we need to import the Flask. Okay, so here we will import from Flask, import Flask. Okay, and what, JSONify, because this is needed for JSON format, means which will convert the dictionary data into a JSON format. Okay, so what we are doing, guys, we are importing the Flask first. Okay, here something is wrong. Okay, so this is done, guys, and then next, guys, main important thing, this we need to import, guys, that is Flask underscore SQL. Okay, yeah, you can see, guys, here it is showing SQL chemi. Okay, so this we needed, guys, to connect with the database, whatever database we have SQL data, for that it is needed, guys. Okay, so we are taking this SQL. Okay, so you pronounce, guys, what you want to pronounce, like this. Okay, so here, guys, we have imported this, we have imported justify, and before this, guys, you need to install this. Okay, so there is a command like pip install this. If you do, it will get installed. Okay, fine, means here only you need to go in terminal, and from that you need to install. Okay, here. So fine, guys, this is done, we have imported. Next what need to go is we will take the Flask instant. Okay, so to start our program, so here it is app is equal to Flask into bracket, here name will come. Okay, so this way imported, guys, which what it will do, it will initialize the Flask application. And as I told you, guys, this about this already I told what it will do. It will allow, you can say, it will allow us to interact with the database. Okay, using the Python classes. So consider this is as a one Python classes which we are using. Okay, so here we have started our application. Next what we will do is now to connect our code with the database. For that, how we to do that we will see, guys. So here I'll write one comment, MySQL, so it will be easy for you guys to understand. MySQL databases configuration, database configuration, not basis, configuration. Okay, so here we are doing configuration. So here how to do that, so for that we need to take off app config into bracket. Here there is SQL. Oh, it should be capital SQL AL CHMI chemi underscore database. Okay, underscore UR, here I. Okay, so here we are taking URL of our database, means which database we are using, what is the password and all, for that it is. Okay, then next here it will come MySQL. Oh, it is wrong, sorry, guys, some spelling mistakes and all it will happen. So please, guys, support me. Okay, MySQL connector, here it will come, because we are doing connection. And here, guys, main thing is this, here you need MySQL plus MySQL connect. Okay, so by using this we are connecting with our database. So this is, here my username will come, guys. So I have taken username is root. Okay, then next here I have to take my password, that is your password you can add here. Okay, so right now I have not taken any password, I will keep this as blank. Next what I have to do, I have to take here localhost at localhost. Okay, then next here the localhost ID will be 3306. Okay, this is for MySQL. Then here it will come our database name. So see guys how it will connect. So first username, here password I have to add. For example, if my password is 1234, I can add here 1234. But right now I have taken that field is blank, no password, so it is no password. Okay, then this is common. We need to use this guys. That is localhost port, that is 3306, and this is my database name. Okay, Invisca is my database. So you can see guys here. This is my Invisca database. From that I am taking this table, users table. Okay, so it is Invisca. I think you got. Okay, so let's start next thing what I have to do. So this is done guys. Next one more thing is this we're not using, but if required you can use this. So this is if config, this we will keep right now disable. Okay, so here it is SQL. Oh, what is happening here? SQL AL, then this is a track underscore modifications, that here we are keeping this as false. So right now we are kept because we are not using this, so it is false guys. Okay, so this is done guys. So as I told you guys, this we are using configuration means what, we are connecting this with database, for that we are using. Now what we will do guys, now the next thing is database instant we need to use here, that is SQL instant. So to start our SQL query, okay, so here I'm taking DB. See guys, my what I can say, my typing is very slow guys. Please support me. Okay, okay, so this is done. So here guys, we have initialized our SQL AL chimney. Okay, next what we will do guys, next we will type here define model, because here we are going to define our model for the table, which table you are using, for that we need to define your model. Okay, so here class we need to use, and here you can take anything. Right now I am taking here item, then here it will be db dot model. So in Laravel it will be different guys, and here it will be different. Okay, then here what will come guys, here our database name will come. Sorry, not data, sorry, table name will come. Database already we have defined, table name will come. So here it is table name I'm doing, mentioning. So it will be users. Okay, so this is my table name. Then here it is id is equal to db dot column. Okay, so here it is db dot column, and in bracket db dot integer. Okay, then here it is primary underscore key is equal to true. Fine. So here first this is primary key guys, whatever the auto increment key will be, then that it will be. Then next here we are taking the name, because these are my columns. As I will show you guys, here you can see these are my columns, that is name, email, address, password and ID. So that all things I have to take here, so that I'm doing this right now. Okay, so here it is db dot column, later I will copy this. Okay, so the type will be what, here I'm taking string for name, and the length here you need to mention guys. So I will take right now 50, and here you need to mention whether it is nullable or not. So I will keep this as not nullable. So if suppose if you want to keep this as not nullable, just make it false, so it should not be nullable. Okay, so here nullable is false, and suppose if you want to keep this as nullable, just don't add this. Okay, so guys, as I told you, this is the primary key, which is auto incremented key, and this is my column name, that is name, first name, and this is db column name, this is string, this is length, and whether it is nullable or not, that I have mentioned here. Then I will copy this and just paste it, guys, because it will save my time. So here what will come, here I'll take email, here I will take address, okay, and here password will come, okay. So id, name, email address, and password. So here I'll keep string only, but only I will change this, guys. I'll keep here 100. Okay, this also I'll keep 100 because address may be long, right? And password also. Okay, so I hope guys you got what it is. These all are column names. This is my table name. This is the model. Okay, here we are defining our table model. So it is done. Now what we will do, now we'll call our get method. Okay, so get the data from database. Okay, so for that what we need to, I will write here comment first. So root to fetch all the items from the database. Okay, all the items from the database, or we can take users also here, no problem. Okay, so this is done. Next what it will come, guys, here I have to define, means we have to define root, that is app dot root. Okay, so we have defined, so what will be the root, so you can take anything, guys. So I will take a users because it is a user table, so I'm taking user. You can take related to that, you can take anything. Okay, not, it's not like compulsory we need to take users only, you can take anything. Okay, then next here I will define my methods. Okay, so methods will be which one, guys, here. So methods will be get, here I am using get method. Okay, so I have taken get method. Then here my function will come, that is define get underscore items. Okay, and here I will write what all the items. So items is equal to what it will come, guys, here it will come item dot query dot all. Okay, so here my all query will come. Then here item underscore list. Okay, guys, so here list will come. So I'll explain guys what it is exactly. Okay, so first I will write all the things. So for item, I'm taking items from that list. So here it is items. Okay, then what we have to do, guys, we need to append that data in our list. Okay, so here I'm taking items. So guys, what will happen, this is a root. Okay, and this is our function, and this is what it will do, it will items dot query dot all, means it will take data from all the data, whatever the data is there from database, that it will query. What here we are doing is, this is empty, guys. Right now the item is empty, whatever the list we have, that is empty. And here we have taken whatever the data I'm getting, whatever the data we got, that we're taking in for loop. Okay, so here next what we will do is, we will append this item in one this list only. In this list we will append that data. So for that what it we have to use, so it will be, oh, what is happening, guys? So it will be item underscore list, because we are appending that in our list. So append, and here what data I am going to append, that data will come. So got now, guys, this is where taking all the data we have declared our empty list. Then this item we are, means for loop, you by using for loop we are taking all the data, and that we are appending in list. Okay, so how we are appending that data, so first what we will take, first we'll take the id. Okay, so here it is item dot id. Okay, oh sorry, here it is comma. Then next what it will come is, next name will come. So here it is item dot name, means whatever the database name, whatever the name we have given. Okay, so done. Here it is name. What I will do, I will copy this all the things now. Okay, so it is for email, for address, for password. So here it is email, So same we are taking here also email. Then here it is address. Same address we are taking here, and here it is password. So same password we are taking here. Okay. So this is done. Then here we'll close our root. Oh, okay. So here we have defined root, then we have fetched all the rows from the database from users table, and then here we are appending. Here we are taking on for loop, then whatever data I am getting, that we are appending to item list, means whatever data I will get, that we are appending in this item list. Okay. Then next what we will do is, here we have to return our JSON data, right? So return JSONify. JSONify is what? For converting our data in JSON format. Okay, so this list means whatever data we have appended, that is in item list, guys. So we are whatever data is there, that we are converting in JSON format. Okay, so this is done, guys. Next, what we have to do? We have to run our program. So for that, we need to use this thing, guys. Okay, so this is common. It will come for all programs. If it is small, for that also it will come, guys. Okay, so main. Then here, if any errors are there, that also it will check and it will run, guys. If errors are there, it will give errors. So for that, what we are doing, we are keeping here debug mode is true. So here my debug mode is true. Oh, what it is extra. Okay, so this is the code, guys. I hope you got what we are importing the required things. Then here we have started our application. Then here we have done the database connection. Here the instance, database instant. Then this is our model, database model, means whatever the columns we have used, that columns name, their type, their length. See, we can remove this, guys. We don't want this label. So I am removing this. I am removing this. Okay. One more. Fine. Then here, guys, this is the main of our code, from where we are taking the, by sending get request, by taking the data from database, and that we are appending in list, and this list we are converting in JSON format. Okay, so now what we will do, now we will go in Postman and we'll check. Okay, before that I have to run this. Okay, so here it is there, I think. Okay, here it is there. See, guys, so what I will do, guys, I'll go in Postman and I'll try to take that data. We'll see what we will get. So we are getting here error. Okay, that is connect connection refused error. Okay, so because of this it is. Suppose if I write here, oh, what is happening here? Python app.py, it will run. So I'll show you guys here. See, here is my database. Okay, so these three things I want here, it should come, it should show me in database. So it is telling the name Flask is not defined. Did you mean Flask? Where it is? Yes. On which line? Okay, here. Yes, it is Flasks. Okay, done, guys. See, if error are there, that also will solve. So this is doing, this is whatever this is there, a debug true, it is giving me error, guys. Okay, so did you mean model? Okay, it should be capital. Fine. Okay, so here it is model, it should be capital, guys. See, guys, typing mistakes will happen, so no worry about that. See, again it is coming. Column got an unaccepted keyword augment nullable. What is wrong here? I want this as nullable only. Nullable. What is unaccepted? Sure, it is okay. Sorry, guys. It should be capital, otherwise it will give error. See guys, I got error. I'm happy because I can solve and I can learn from that, right? Now we'll see again error if come we will solve that also. Okay, again what is error? Method must be a list of string, for example, app.root. So here it is correct, right? App.root users. Oh, sure it is wrong, guys. It should be like this. See guys, so many typing mistakes. Oh my god. Finally, finally it is running, guys. It runs. Now what I will do, I'll test in postman only directly. So here it is my guest and this is my root. See guys, here whatever the root is running it, that I'm taking here, and this is the root path. So here it is users, so I have taken here users. Now I will send from here. Oh, one error is that this 404 not found. So the request here was not found on the server. If you enter the URL manually, please check. Mm, this I will remove. Okay, you can see guys, now I got my answer, right? So here you can see guys, there is no forward slash, right? And I have taken you forward slash, so it will give error if your root is not correct now, then it will give 404 not found. So you understand guys, it is root error. Okay, so you can see guys, whatever data I have in my database, that is in Pisca welcome Sunita and Sunita at gmail.com, Sunita123 at gmail.com. So here it is there. So here it is in Pisca welcome Sunita at gmail.com, Sunita123 at gmail.com, right? So we got our data. So guys, you can see here we got our result, we got our data. Okay, so like this what we can do guys, like this we can fetch a data from database. Okay, here we have used a MySQL database, from that we are fetching our data. Okay, suppose if you did not got anything in this code, or you have any confusion, if you have any error, then guys please comment it, comment it. And as I told you guys, I have solved some error. So what will be there, it should be capital, here column should be capital, here yum should be capital, right? So typing mistake will be there guys, and remember these things you need to mention. Okay, so I hope you got all these things. If you have any question, queries, then guys please comment in comment box. And if you're liking my videos, then like, share and subscribe to my channel, because I'll bring this more interesting videos guys. Okay, so thank you so much guys, keep supporting it.